Hello, it's Snakeo here with another figure review. This time we have got a custom Marvel Select Avengers movie Hulk. And you can see it's very simply custom with a repaint. But it's a really nice repaint, and unfortunately I cannot take credit for this myself, as it was not me. No, it was a friend of mine off of a nice Facebook group called Daniel Yido Atkin. Did a phenomenal job on this, and I was actually blown away. Now, unfortunately, I am like the fourth person I think to own this figure, so he's suffering from a bit of paint chip, so please bear with on that. So let's go over this figure and show you all the details on this. Now, as you can see, he's gone for the classic grey original look of the Hulk, but giving him red eyes. Not quite sure why he's done that, but it still looks very cool and very, very badass. Now, when I originally got this figure, while I was waiting for it to be delivered, I was planning to basically strip the paint off it and take it back to have an Avengers Hulk. Because if I just grab his predecessor, or my predecessor in my books, his counterpart, this is the Avengers Hulk from the Mattel exclusive storyline. Now, while this is a phenomenal figure, the size for me just wasn't there. And I still love this figure. It's one of my all-time favourite figures. I think it's just an absolute amazing figure, but the bulk and the size just is not there. Now, if you look simply at the size comparison between these two, this guy is massive. And if I grab 4, who's just above me, and also, if I also grab Cap here, just squeeze him in. Sorry, he's such a tall figure, and I've got my camera as far back as I can, as high up as it can go. You can see this Hulk, although he's a great figure, he's just a bit bigger, whereas this guy is towering. I kind of think he's too big and he's too small. I kind of think something in the middle would have been better, but I'm going to go with this guy. Now, I don't know if I'm going to lose his paint job or just get another one, because I don't really care for the classic grey Hulk. But this figure is just phenomenally painted. It really is a great job. Now, you can see he's got his grey throughout and then blue trousers, or pants if you're American. And then he's painted all the lines with, I thought it was a water-based paint because it looks like that. But he said they're not. Just all the lines are just painted in, all the details, all the veins, everything. He's just done a really nice job with this guy. And I'm really impressed. Really went an extra distance for this guy. The size of that chest, that's massive. So I'm going to do a quick size comparison, or rather height comparison. We've had a size comparison. He stands literally just under the 10 inches margin. So he's a whopping figure. But seriously, a really great figure and a great paint job. So my hat goes off to, as I said, his name is Daniel Yido Atkin. Really did a phenomenal job on this guy, and I'm over the moon. I just don't know what to do with him now. My plan's out the window. I thought something was quite funny though. Like I said, I'm like the fourth person to have this, and when he painted him, he took him apart, painted him, put him back together. These forearm bits, not the hands, but the forearms, were on the wrong side, and they were upside down. So I had to heat them up, pop them off, and now they're on the right place round. But he said, I asked him about that, and he said, oh yeah, I did take them off. But he said no one's ever commented on that before. So that's just my lovely mind and its beautiful attention to detail. Now, moving past the paint job, the actual figure itself, like I said, is a great figure. It's massive, it's got beautiful sculpt. And one of the things that I think is quite to be noted about this figure, which I saw in in Shortman's Prime's review, is this hip. I don't know why it seems to be this one specifically, that for extended use, because they are quite stiff coming out, it does put a strain, and it does kind of seem to stretch. You can see there's already a gap there of where there's a, see, it's loose. Now, when I bring it in, I'm always holding on to that, because he said apparently he was watching a review for his buddies and it snapped off. So I'm very careful of that. Just something to bear in mind if you get this figure or this Avenger Hulk figure. Be wary of that. So let's go over some size let's go over the articulation. Now, the head's probably the part where I'm most disappointed on. It's just, there's nothing there. Because of the bulk of the neck, you literally get that to that. And then a little bit of a pivot, not much. And you can rotate from that to that. So really, there's not much there, and to me that's a little bit disappointing, but you know, I can accept that. The shoulders are on ball discs. They can go up that high. They can go around 360 degree, and then the biceps are on rotation, but the biceps are so bulky they don't want to go all the way around unless you really force them. So probably to there, unless you want to really, like I said, you can go around, but you are forcing it and you are doing damage to that part there. See, that's kind of a bit worn, and I've just chipped a bit more paint off that. Brilliant. Single bend in the elbow to there, and then he's got a wrist cut, full 360 degree on that. Now he does have a diaphragm joint, but it's kind of mainly left and right rotation, a bit of pivot from side to side, but not much, and it can go back a bit. So you can go back that much, but only forward to that much, so not much there in the range of the diaphragm. Waist cut, there's nothing. And then you have DC UC style hips. You can only go forward of that, so that is his Spartan. And to me, let's get his arms down. Get him out of the way. For me, that's disappointing. I may alter mine and try and make that bigger, because I want Hulk to be able to do his like classic kick, you know. I haven't decided. And then he can do splits. See, that's impressive. It's quite funny you can go that far out, but not that far around. Oh, see, that one's a lot more stiff. This one's come a bit more loose. We have an upper thigh rotation, full 360 degree. And then finally, or not finally, we have a bend in the knee. Oh, really stiff. About 90 degree, not quite. Then he's got an ankle point to there, and he has the ankle pivot. So you can get him in some pretty epic poses. There's like paint chips all over me. I'm just going to show you this. Hulk is molting. But for, like I said, it's a good figure, and I would recommend him. Definitely recommend the Marvel Select Avengers movie Hulk. He is a really cool figure and massive. I'm just going to quickly, just wanted to grab the other bulkiest figure that I have. Boom. So, can you imagine these two fighting off against each other? I'm liking this. This might have to be a display piece right here. We shall see. Anyway guys, that's my review. I hope you guys liked it. Definitely pick up this figure. Just be wary of them. That's all I'm saying. Great figure. And yeah, if I do decide to take the paint off, I'll give you guys a quick show. But I'm not too sure. I really respect what Daniel's done. It's just such an amazing job. But yeah. Anyway, thanks a lot, buddy, for the figure. And thanks a lot to you guys for watching. And I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye-bye.